Ice Center in downtown Owensboro, Kentucky for the Kentucky High School Hockey League State Championship, the 10th edition here on Wazoo Sports. Hello everyone, I am Neil Sika with Bob Valvano. We are here to have some fun, and what is not more peculiar, Bob, than having the number 1 and number 2 teams playing in this game, Owensboro and Louisville Trinity Catholic.
Well, it's really a great moment for the league. As the commissioner of the league, I'm particularly proud. It's the first time we've ever had a game televised, and then as you mentioned, these two teams have had outstanding seasons, a great new facility here in Owensboro. We've got a great crowd, so hopefully it's going to be a day we're all proud of.
Owensboro is in its relative infancy, only the 4th year of having a team, and they've made their deepest run so far. They've got skill and finesse, but they need to play physical to compete with a team like Trinity. They know that, runners-up in the regular season, and they rely on the coach's son, Joey Harmon. What an outstanding defenseman.
Well, he has had an outstanding year, but he's one of a number of stars. That's what's made both these teams good. If you look at our website, you'll see most teams have 1 or 2 dominant players, but these teams can go 3 or 4 deep with anybody who can carry the load, and I think that's really what separated them from the rest of the teams in the KHSHL.
You speak of depth, and Trinity, the Shamrocks certainly have it. They've won this tournament 3 times. They're looking for a 4th crown. Daniel Carey carries the mail. He's their leading scorer, first team all-league, just a special forward playing for the Shamrocks.
Yeah, they have had a great history. They're the most successful team in this league in its history. They've won 3 straight championships, and they've got a team that is primed to do it again. But this is going to be, I think, a very entertaining game. It's an electric atmosphere here. Obviously, Owensboro, the home ice advantage, has a lot of fans in the house. It should be a really loud atmosphere.
They split the regular season meetings as Owensboro and Trinity meet here for the championship of the Commonwealth of Kentucky on the frozen surface. In the center ice circle, Ashton Hutchison and Alex Boyce to do battle, and we are underway at the Owensboro Ice Center. Even though they adorn white, the visitors are the Rampage, while Trinity wears their black. Early entry from Bolds, and it will be sent back around with the forecheck extended early. Joey Harmon, a converted forward, gave it away. It slipped inside, and Griffin Moore has to smother it quickly. Moore was tested last night in a big way against Eastern. 6 power plays. He faced 3 in the first period, and he will be keen. He's been a big backstop for Jim Harmon all season long.
He was the honorable mention All-State goalie, and it was more difficult stop than it might have looked. Had to get that right leg out quickly there.
Slapjack by Harmon, but still not out, as Trinity coming with some early pressure. 14-minute periods here in the Kentucky High School Hockey League. This is fluttered and buzzing already as this top line of the Shamrocks. Couture will rescue it.
Well, they really need to get it out of their zone here. Spending a lot of time under early pressure here.
The captain, Carey, with an excellent back check. Taken on by Bolds. Still stays in deep as they work out of that stalemate, and finally Harmon with some free space. Through center and on. Finally, Owensboro can get a change. Shot down, scaled along, and then brought ahead, back by Carey. That first line for Trinity will see a lot of ice time. They blazed out of the gates. Their loss in the tie of the regular season didn't ticker down until the last couple of weekends of league play. This is Hutchison. 8 different high schools compose Owensboro. As Bob explaining that an intact team, a metro team. What's the difference for someone following this league for the first time?
Well, an intact team is what would traditionally be thought of as a high school team, like a high school basketball team or a football team. They're all students from that school. But in order to get as much involvement as we can, and there is a lot of interest, but there's not quite enough from one particular school to make a team. We've combined some schools, and those are called our metro teams. And the 8 schools down here in Owensboro make up the team here. There are a couple of others that do that. In Oldham County, there's some teams, but we're trying to get to as many intact teams as we can, but it's a good way to get so many people playing. We've got 9 teams, and obviously that's a good way to do it.
Yeah, the league has fluctuated between 9 to 10 to 11, and sometimes even 12. As that puck is iced, it will come back down to the other end.
But one of the reasons, frankly, to get into that, we had more teams is the eligibility rules were lessened. We allowed kids from out of state, from Indiana to play, and it just got to be a little bit difficult to control. So one of the things, as much as we want everybody to play, is a shot on goal and a first stop for Berger.
It was a good snapshot by the freshman Tyler Smith, who has come on to really help out the blue line of Jim Harmon's Rampage. And the first look at the vulcanized disc from Blake Berger, the sophomore, one of the top netminders in the league, second team all honors here in 2011. So after the early pressure from Trinity to start in this opening period, it's been quelled a bit, and the Rampage able to force a couple of face-offs. The shot taken right off the draw and then smashed in midair before it's gloved by Berger, whose save percentage up over 92%.
Yeah, you do, for the fans who don't know, the Columbus Crew Major League Soccer games, and I was a college soccer goalie. I imagine for a hockey goalie it's the same way. That first shot, you like a nice kind of routine save just to get in the flow of the game. I used to like that in soccer. You know, a little 30-yarder with clear visibility is an easy catch, and I think Berger, both goalies have made saves early in this game.
And no questions asked. You don't want a beehive around you, but you want to find your comfort, your rhythm, if you will, whether you're a netminder in hockey, a goalkeeper in soccer. Wiggins is met along and then rustled away as it's brought ahead. Trinity will bring on in.
Nice stop.
Moore with a big kick save. He stacked the pad to the left.
Great individual effort to get that on goal, but a good stop by Moore.
Mumquist for Owensboro, second on the team in goals scored. We'll scale it around to Smith. Taken on the touch by Joey Harmon, the captain, brings it as he'll feed to the middle. Dispossessed there, and then it's fluttered on a backhand forward, but only briefly. Met ahead, and now the Rampage will go for a change. Darius Kreit, a heavy hitter. He laid the wood a couple of times in the semi-final victory last night over Eastern 3-1. That was tightly contested. Trinity, a 6-2 victor, taking down the two-time defending champs, Oldham County. A young Oldham side that just 2 years ago just took 6 players, 6 skaters, and a netminder and won the whole thing. This is Rowell. He'll try and rake it, junior defenseman, but finally caught on to Kleizik's sticks. The junior will funnel it back the other way. Rowell will chase. Soup. And again, this cycling game of the Shamrocks extends. They're not able to get a shot away. And the heavy-hitting Darius Kreit will bring it on. He was a quarterback as a freshman at Davis County. They will go to the front and nearly create some mischief before it's brought on out. Played 4 and change here in the opening period. And awaiting that all-important first goal. Harmon loves to rush the puck as they'll try and ensue on. We're going to get our first penalty of the day. It's going to be a hook. And Owensboro will go to the power play.
Send some kudos out to our officials. The coaches all vote on the best officials in the league. That's who gets the state tournament assignments. And Noah Blue, our referee, J.J. Burton and Tim Bator, our linesman, as you take another look at it.
This was the scoring chance with Kreit, who brought it ahead. Nothing able to come of it, but Owensboro does go to the man advantage. 4 1/4 in. And it's glazed on by Harmon. Returns, waiting for it is Bolds, the freshman. He's made big strides this season.
Oh, that's a mistake. You got to be able to clear that one.
Lofted to the middle.
Nice play to keep it in there.
Harmon will hold up and set up the man advantage opportunity. Down low, it's scaled back to Harmon. Across, the one-timer set up. And Taylor Waltz was denied. Nice. Alert and active was Blake Berger's. It's cleared down the length by Trinity.
Yeah, nice calm clear that time by Daniel Carey, the captain. Take a little time off before he shoots at the length of the ice.
Weaver and Bolds all meet up. Harmon is right now this quad on the ice in the black doing its job. Minutes ago on the Owensboro power play, their first of the game. Nifty work by Wiggins, and he'll flare one wide. It's taken and eschewed out by Alex Boyce. Help for the carry, then flapjack forward. Boyce Met before he brought it in. We'll get some support. Chopped at like a lumberjack goes Dan Carey before it's freed and then taken back on by Joe Wiggins. Assistant captain will find the skates of Taylor Walsh. Brings it on, loads the gun, shot it high. The rebound came in back, and then it's smothered in the crease by Berger. Now this is the Wiggins bring ahead.
Didn't get the good one on that. Skidded off the edge of his stick and went wide, but a good opportunity for the assistant captain for the Rampage.
I think it's pretty safe to say, and while this power play still sustains for 20 seconds, Rampage have settled in just a bit, maybe some nerves knowing that they're playing and hosting this tournament for the first time in front of a predominantly Owensboro crowd.
It's a packed house. Nice to see this kind of crowd here in this beautiful new building.
Great supporters for each team. Keen Gleason, older brother of Gavin, will do the rest of the work on the kill, and Owensboro is 0 for 1. Rowell from Apollo High School trying to grind forward with Mumquist further looking to lug. Gives it up then, and on the dispossession, it's banged back out, and Gleason will bring it on ahead. He'll filter down low. Gleason continues to lower the shoulder. Mumquist with Couture leaking, and it goes rink wide. Couture on in. Will fire. That's wide. On the chase. Hutchison on that first line out of Davis County. 8. Oh, these high schoolers from Davis County. There, the pad save made by Berger. It's loose and left the door before it's finally played back down deep. But Owensboro is buzzing. Helping support, and they're able to clear it away as Trinity. Past the halfway point of the opening 14 minutes with the game scoreless. Harmon trying to take it 200 feet. Only got about 50 before he needs some puck support help from Tyler Smith. Smith waits. The forecheck from Trinity looking to install. Carey doing his best to get down there. That's the battle to watch. Carey and Harmon will have the puck on their stick blade for much of the afternoon. This is given away at center. Brought on ahead. And then rotated by Ben Harmata, just a freshman. Will leak it down low. There's a chance, but only briefly as it's discovered. And there is Kreitz, who wears 55 in white, sandwiched along the half boards and returns back to the middle at center. More even keel, Bob, as we saw maybe the first 2 or 3 shifts with Trinity showing some more composure, but that's changed since the power play.
Yeah, they definitely were some nerves early, not surprising. This is a big, big game, the state championship on the line, but they've both settled in now, and it's been pretty even.
Trinity with titles in 2001, 2005, their last coming in 2007. And their 10-year head coach, Buddy Jay. In back. Good takeaway and dispossession down low. Mumquist battles. Down goes Boyce, can't clear. Shot from the back is deflected, then anchored out. Harmon converges. A 2-on-1 briefly, then returned back to center, so no further mischief occurs. Harmon stops on a dime, but then met there by David Himes, junior centerman. The pass goes to the outside, returns to the middle, and then taken back up ahead by Trinity. 4.5 remaining in the first. On it goes, and right under the blade of Keen Gleason. The alternate captain will fish that in as the Owensboro faithful get into it. In deep, the funneled pass on the backhand from Gleason goes to space, now taken on ahead by Hutchison, the senior who plays on that grind line. It's not too often you hear a first line being called a grind line. That's usually reserved for the third or fourth line guys, but the skill guys love to be physical too. In front, it's stacked and then held by Moore. There's a kind of track there off the half boards.
Take a look. I think there might be a penalty called here, but as we watch the replay, dangerous spot right in front, but they do a nice job covering. waiting to see if, in fact, there was a penalty called on that hit along the boards.